Yo, what's up, guys? This is Scrappers Digest back again. This is going to be my breakdown and prediction of this weekend's main card for UFC Fight Night Holloway versus TKZ. And I'm solely doing the main card because I am not messing with the prelim card on this one. I feel like there's too many variables as far as the fights go, and I just, I'm not going to give you guys some BS picks. I don't know about last weekend. Any of you guys were watching last weekend? If you did, you saw my O'Malley versus Aljamain Sterling prediction, and I correctly predicted that fight. So if you guys got time, go ahead and check that one out. And to anybody that was there and I don't know, maybe already had the pick or followed along with me, you guys got some money, and that's always cool. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this weekend's fight card, or at least the main card. Starting off the card, we have Junior Tafa versus Parker Porter. I really don't like this fight. Junior Tafa's still super new in the UFC. He does have a little bit of a striking background as far as kickboxing prior to this. And Parker Porter, he went on that little run that was just kind of weird. He was just beating a lot of people. But, I mean, it was all, lower skilled heavyweights. But still, he was on like a 5-fight win streak. I don't even know. It might have been a 4-fight win streak. I don't know. But anyways, he was getting up there on the win streak. And I'm not sure if it was Justin Tafa that ended it, but I definitely know Justin Tafa beat him, who's Junior Tafa's older brother, senior by, I believe, like 10 years. Parker Porter might be looking for some get back on this one, but I'm never going to bet on Parker Porter, so we're going to go with Junior Tafa. And, next fight on the card, I believe this is correct bout order. We have Aaron Blanchfield versus Tyler Santos. Normally, I'm not really too, I'm not going to lie, I don't really get too, hyped up for every single female fight. But for this one, I'm pretty hyped. These are two hot young prospects at women's flyweight, and both for different reasons. Erin Blanchfield is like a little GSP out there. Obviously, not to that level, but she uses a complete skill set to get the wins. And her last fight was Jessica Andrade. I do believe I picked her on that one. And she definitely didn't disappoint. She kind of went at it with Andrade. They banged it out a little bit. Andrade hit her with some big shots. She took them. She got back in there. She was definitely being a pressure fighter in that fight, and eventually kind of wore Jessica down within 2 rounds and submit her. The difference with this fight is I believe Tyler Santos is probably better than Jessica Andrade. I think Andrade really relies too much on her strength and her KO power, as well as overpowering her opponents, whereas Tyler Santos is I believe she's skilled. She's just as skilled as she is strong. She's pretty athletic, but she's really strong, and she has a great build for the division. She's got long reach, broad shoulders. She's tough. She can take a shot, and she can give one probably harder. With this fight, the thing I'm looking at most, the X factor I see is Santos' strength. And for Aaron Blanchfield, I believe it's her fight IQ and that pressure fighting style that she has, as well as just kind of well-rounded everywhere, especially for her age. I believe she's only 24. This fight, I believe it's either woman's fight. Santos has the power to make Blanchfield regret taking this matchup this soon in her career. But at the same time, I think Blanchfield can wear down Santos, get her some takedowns in there, and actually win a decision victory. I don't think Blanchfield's going to be able to stop Santos. I think both of these girls are really skilled on the ground, so I don't think it's going to go to a submission. And I don't believe Santos is going to be able to keep Blanchfield on the ground. And I'm not sure Blanchfield is going to be able to keep Santos on the ground. What I'm thinking is Aaron Blanchfield is going to kind of mix it up in there. Wash, rinse, repeat. Striking kicks. I'm not acting like she's like this crazy striker, but she's definitely willing to get in the pocket. She has some nice straight shots, and she definitely mixes up her takedowns well. And she has really good like leverage as far as holding other girls down and keeping them down. So I think she might use that to match Santos's strength. And I believe Aaron Blanchfield is going to get the victory this weekend. Like I said, I think that's going to be a really good fight, though. I think it's going to be a banger. I think Santos is definitely going to have her moments, and it's going to be a close one, but I'm going with Aaron Blanchfield. Next one, we have Rinya Nakamura versus Fernie Garcia. Fernie Garcia got the nice right hand, but other than that, I don't know what else he's got. I'm going to go Rinya Nakamura in here, just straight, too athletic, too fast, too powerful. And I believe he's well-rounded. The only thing we haven't really seen him do is fight, a dogfight late rounds. Fernie might be able to go in there, but at the same time, I don't see Fernie having this crazy gas tank. So it's kind of going to come down to an early fight, and it might be an early banger, but you never know. Rinya might come in with some crazy game plan, but I'm definitely going Rinya Nakamura on this one. The odds makers have him at some crazy, I don't even know, 500 favorite, minus 500 favorite or something like that, maybe even higher now. But I believe this guy's a favorite, a heavy favorite, but I don't know about anything like that. I think Fernie has a nice check hook, and he's going to be looking to land that. But I think Rinya's going to be actually a little too fast and explosive. And I really think, I'm not saying that's going to get him his entire way through the UFC, but I believe for this fight, he's definitely going to get that done. My bad, guys. I'm kind of in my evening right now, so I definitely had to get my mind right. If it looks like I'm a little dazed, it's because I am. But anyways, next fight we have Giga Chikadze versus Alex Caceres. I wanted to do a little bit more research on this fight, but and it's not that I didn't, but I still feel that Giga is going to win this fight. I think Alex Caceres has a game plan that he's going to use. He's going to try and do what Calvin Kattar did, but I don't know that he is going to be as effective in delivering that performance, that game plan. I think Giga's his power, his speed is really a step above, and Caceres is really good at kicking. I don't think you want to do that with Chikadze. I think Alex's boxing, we might see a nice little exchange in there as far as the boxing goes. And the clinch work, I can see that from Caceres on this one. But I'm still going to go Chikadze. I'm not sure that he's going to get a KO. I wouldn't be surprised. I do see, there's always that chance of Caceres winning by submission. He does have some submission victories in his career. But here's the thing. I think they happen mostly from scrambles and ending up in those positions. As far as I've seen, he's not some crazy wrestler with a solid double leg or really solid takedowns. Not that he can't mix it up. I think he's well rounded. I think he's a solid MMA fighter. But I think Giga's whole strength plays into like not being able to be taken down and keeping the fight on the feet, and I think that's what we're going to see him do this weekend. Next fight on the card. So yeah, my pick for that one is definitely Giga Chikadze, and I am leaning decision. I'm leaning decision on that one, but at the same time, this fool's an animal, and he might just starch Caceres. So that's what I'm leaning. But like anybody that's looking at Caceres, I don't know, man. Like I said, the submission's always there, but I'm going Giga. Giga's my pick. Next fight on the card, we got Anthony Smith versus Ryan Spann. I think right now Anthony Smith is plus money. I believe at the beginning of the week was 110, was plus 110. Now he's plus 115. I'm not sure where these odds are coming from. I know Anthony Smith is not the greatest fighter in the world, but nor is Ryan Spann. And if people forgot, I think it was a little over a year ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, Anthony Smith fought Ryan Spann, and he whooped him. Like, he just whooped him. He gave him a case of the beats. Ryan Spann is big. He's got those long straights. And, what does he throw? Some low kicks. He does get some submissions in those scrambles. But he's kind of chinny for that division. And the last time they fought, every time Anthony Smith touched him, he was hurting him. And not to mention, he had the advantage on the ground. So I'm going to go with Anthony Smith. Ryan Spann even seemed intimidated. Maybe he's trying to get that win back. Maybe he's trying to prove something to himself. I'm not sure. Ryan Spann always carries that knockout power, but I think you need a little bit more than that to get Anthony Smith out of there. And I think this is going to be an Anthony Smith fight. It might be a little bit better than the first one as far as Ryan Spann's performance, but I still got to go with Anthony Smith. When you win the first fight that dominantly, and this isn't like these aren't the two greatest fighters in the world, I got to go with this. And it wasn't even that long ago, and these guys are still similar age. It was like 30. They were like 33 and 34, and now it's 34 and 35. It's somewhere around that time span. So I'm going with Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith loses to those guys, like those guys. Ryan Spann, not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. My bad. He'll knock the shit out of me. But nah, bro, I'm going with Anthony Smith on this one. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be as dominant as last time, but I'm going Anthony Smith all the way. Next fight on the card, we got Max Holloway, TKZ. Basically, what this whole card is for, just so we didn't have to pay pay-per-view to see this one fight, we got a fight night for it, and I'm thankful for that. And I'm always thankful to see a free Max Holloway fight. And, TKZ is just like cherry on top, pause. But this fight, I think everybody's kind of just like Max Holloway, Max Holloway, Max Holloway. But I got to tell you, I'm going Max Holloway. I don't know how you could go. TKZ, I think, is literally, I'm not trying to talk to him, trust. He's on the latter end of his career. He got completely demolished, destroyed. He got wrecked by Alexander Volkanovski, like bad, bro. Like, I didn't even know Volk could do stuff like that. But he was just bombing on TKZ with some big old hammers, big old bombs. And Zombie, the first time I remember watching the fight live, and the first time I watched it, I could have swore TKZ was hanging in there. The second time I watched it, I'm like, bro, he wasn't even hanging in there. Volk was just giving it to him and giving it to him and giving it to him. So, yeah, and it's not just that. It didn't look like the same, Korean Zombie. It didn't look like the same Chang Sung Jung. It didn't look like the same guy. Face-wise, build-wise, his body looked like it's not holding the same way athletically anymore. And I think that's just what happens when you get a little bit older. He's not that old. I don't think he's like an old man. I think he's like 36. Yeah, he's 36. But this guy's been in some wars, bro. He's been in some wars. Yeah, so obviously I'm going Max Holloway. And I'm going to say inside the distance. I got to say inside the distance. Max wants to make a statement with this fight. He keeps saying he's going to get the job done. He's going to get the job done. He's going to get the job done. He's showing up Saturday to get the job done. I don't believe he's going to be able to do it as devastatingly as Alex did, because I do not feel Max has that power. That's literally what he's lacking. Alex is able to get respect on the feet with those big shots, and he was just really making it known the last fight. So I'm going Max Holloway inside the distance, later rounds. I was thinking like maybe TKZ could make it out of there just on his durability, but after seeing the last fight, I think Volk might have changed him. And if you look at the guys that are able to get through fights with Holloway, they're literally like the live dogs right now. You got Calvin Kattar, who barely made it through. Ortega was stopped. Arnold Allen is literally freaking just a damn Terminator. So Max went to war with them and kind of pieced them up. You know what I'm saying? Those are the guys that are going all 5 rounds with Max. TKZ, it's not going to happen. So I'm going inside the distance, and I'm probably going to make another breakdown about that fight. So if you want to, get my entire breakdown or prediction on that fight, tune in for the next video. But other than that, go ahead, drop a like, subscribe, comment, or drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, like I said, go check out my videos from the last couple weeks. Alex Pereira called that. Corey Sanhagen called that. Justin Gaethje, KO called that. Aljamain Sterling KO called that. I didn't make a freaking prediction card for last week's main card, but I did have pretty much everybody on there, I believe, except for Pedro Munoz. I was going Pedro. I thought he could do enough, and Marlon, just a dog. He's just a dog, dude. Marlon's just a dog. You can't doubt him when it's a dog fight. But the Ian Gary one, knew that was going to happen exactly like that. I know I sound stupid saying this without the video, but is what it is. Zhang Weili, I actually parlayed her in my win with Sean O'Malley. So, I mean, keep tuning in and checking back. I'm not sure after this week I'm going to do another video. I'm going to have to look at the fights and see if there's anybody coming up that I really like. I'm going to try and make some more content. But otherwise, like I said, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. This is my main card prediction for this weekend's Fight Night, Holloway versus TKZ. And I'm going to also drop a main card, or I'm sorry, the actual main event breakdown and prediction video tomorrow for Max Holloway and TKZ, so I can get in depth and see if we can actually predict exactly how this fight goes down. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. The Scrapper Digest. Have a good night.